Kirby was a teacher of children with disabilities. She loved her job and was seen as a leader in her school community. Kirby had a unique connection with her students.
At 28, Kirby was kicking goals. She had her own unit that she was renovating. She had her own life. She loves art and enjoyed doing lino cuts, renovating furniture, reading books and watching movies.
Kirby has a quirky sense of humour and isn't afraid to stand up for her beliefs. Her stubborn streak has served her well.
Early in 2014, Kirby had a brain tumour removed that resulted in multiple strokes.
In the car on the way home from hospital, we spoke only about how we could improve Kirby's quality of life as a quadriplegic. We must have still been in shock.
Before leaving the hospital on the first night, I told Kirby to visualise moving her toe. She rolled her eyes at me. But the next day, she did it. I said to her, "You're going to walk."
Kirby doesn't remember the first 4 months after her strokes. It's probably for the best. These months were a roller coaster. Kirby suffered from complications from the various medical procedures that she underwent. The doctor told us Kirby is going to be a different Kirby to the Kirby you remember. She couldn't walk, talk or eat. After 10 months, Kirby was discharged to a nursing home.
But Kirby didn't give up and continued to make gains. 6 months later, the social worker suggested we get in touch with the National Disability Insurance Agency. Walking into the NDIA office, I felt vulnerable and scared. We didn't like to ask for help, but we had no choice.
We opened the door and there were people smiling at us. They were friendly and helpful, and they listened to us. We felt comfortable, our stress levels dropped straight away.
But at the end of the meeting, they told us, "We'll let you know if Kirby has been accepted." We thought, if Kirby can't be accepted, who can?
We started networking and meeting people with more experience of the NDIS. It wasn't an easy road. It's very difficult at the start. We struggled with using the appropriate jargon.
We didn't have a lot of contact with the first planner. We felt that Kirby's case was too complex for him, but this was nothing new for us.
We'd had such a rocky road that it coloured our opinion of what was happening. Our planner changed and from there the plan evolved. The planner was willing to listen to us and suggest things that we may not have thought of.
The time factor is critical. Everything takes too long. The process needs to be streamlined. Kirby could have been out of the nursing home 4 months earlier.
Oh, figure eight. We persevered and we're very happy with our plan now. Kirby has met her goal of coming home and we have the flexibility to choose the service providers and self-managed carers hours.
You need to be prepared to compromise from both sides. You need to determine what's a need and what's a want. You can't expect them to cater to the wants, but you expect them to cater to your needs, and you need to stand up for those needs.
You've got to have input and adjust the plan to your own situation. Once the funding has been agreed on, working it to suit your circumstances is really important.
It's important for family member carers to have a reasonable quality of life as well. When the carer comes in at night, we go to the beach for a walk. On our anniversary, the carer came so we could go out for dinner.
Kirby wants to live independently, so even though we're there for her, ultimately it's going to be Kirby and her carers. We won't always be the go-to people. But little by little, she keeps regaining pieces of her life.
We'd like Kirby to lead her own life, for us to step back and become parents again. I would be ecstatic if we no longer needed support from the NDIS.
We'd like to see Kirby happy and fulfilled, whatever that may be. I just get a kick out of anything that she gets pleasure out of now. The little things. As parents, you always give advice and think you know best, but ultimately it's up to your child to find their own way.